Understood.
Yo, auf geht's, Eleanor.
Don't waste my time.
Ah! Dagegen scheiß Bier.
Crimson Servant, use! Take the side! Yseult! Here's true! Crimson Servant, Yseult! Crimson Servant, Yseult! Blade, here's true!
We're finished here.
Eleanors
Let's go.
Zauber sind gar nicht so schlecht, ey. Die machen ganz schön Bang. Eleanor Skill machen Bang, Bang, Bangity Bang, 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 Bangity Bang. Scheiß Vieh. Ja, das sind sie ja.
Traitor Eleanor! You should be ashamed of yourself, cowering to demons.
Your collusion could spell disaster to the Abbey if left unchecked. The only possible atonement is your death.
Ja, Mann, Alter.
You've betrayed the people and sullied Artorias' ideals.
No, that's not... Velvet, she's testing me. I know I have to fight. My mission calls for it. But any more of this will kill them.
Time for you to die and be purged!
Eleanor! I can't do it. I can't kill them.
I'm not done yet.
There. Now we're even, Eleanor.
You've got new swords. Sinister. I like it.
I take it you're ready.
Yeah. All that's left is to kill Shigure.
Das wär mal da.
With me as a witness.
I...
Keep on fighting like that, and you'll be killed. And if you get killed, Laphicet will lose his vessel.
I know that.
Velvet, wait.
You're not going to kill them?
I'm just not that hungry right now. I've got new orders for you. Fight the exorcists, but make sure they don't die.
Understood.
Gut, dass Eisen sie da eingemischt hat.
I guess that was as far as Eleanor could go.
I think so. Push her any further and she's bound to break.
Ever the virtuous exorcist.
That very virtue is what lets her be Laphicet's vessel. Besides, I can't help but admire her commitment. She's enduring total disgrace to accomplish her mission.
How uncommonly pleasant of you.
Pleasant folks don't use people the way we do.
Yeah, you've got that right.
Why, certainly.
Leave the fighting.
Hakachaka!
A foe worth killing.
Nächstes, das wie kommen wir für mega super Zauber, Aufsauger, Kombo Scheiß.
Okay.
Und dann die blöden Penner nicht zaubern die ganze Zeit.
Hey, Bienfu? I was wondering if I could talk to you about something that's on my mind.
I figured it was just about the time that you and I had the talk, actually. I've seen it all, heard it all, and even tasted it all in my time as a Moloch. Ask me anything you want.
Thanks. I was hoping you could let me borrow those books you were reading earlier, if that's okay.
You mean how to talk a human female into becoming your vessel, and how to get the cuties?
Hey! Keep it down! Keep it down!
But you and Madame Eleanor have already formed a pact. Why do you still need either of those books?
Well, it's like when we're alone together, things get so awkward. It's hard to talk with her, you know?
That happens a lot with Molocheman vessels who are still new to the whole thing. I've been there. In that case, I've got an even better book for you.
Whoa! You read a lot of books.
I'm just an avid learner is all. Now let's see. Oh, here we go. Hot Spring Topics, bearing your body and your soul. Being upfront and honest is always the best policy.
I don't think we'll be bathing in any hot springs together. Do you have anything else?
All right, then how about after bath party games, dropping your defenses and your towels?
Why do you keep trying to get us naked? I think that would just make things even more awkward.
Picky. Tell you what, you can
Dir ist
just
schon
look at
aufgefallen,
my
dass dir so ein
collection
kleiner
and pick
Bur ist,
whatever
oder?
sounds good.
Love hacking, living long and loving hard, diary of a diary thief, hands speak louder than words.
All classics. I remember reading them when Miss Magilu and I were struggling to get along. Oh, to be young again.
You ever think maybe things would have been easier if you never read these books?
Reading the mood. Knowing what to say and how to say it. That one's a winner. A must-read for sure.
Are you two reading something together?
We are. Laffyset's been worried about that awkward distance between you two, and he came to me for some advice. I've heard his side of the story, so let's you and I grab some tea and talk about what to do about it. Come on, let's go,
Es ist
let's
so
go.
gut, wenn er
Oh,
peinlich berührt ist. Diese Skits sind so
Knowing
toll,
what
Alter.
to say and how to say it.
Wir konnten die coolen Skits
I don't think this
gegen
will help
den blöden
either.
Scheiß in das Arise austauschen. Die Dinge in Arise sind furchtbar. Ich hoffe, die kommen wieder zurück zu den alten Sachen.
Everyone ready to play?
Better watch your step.
Wow.
I can heal the wounds, but I can't heal the pain. It's gonna get you.
Wow, all sorts of things popped out.
Yep, it's a whimsical wonderland over here.
Let me take...
Was hat denn er jetzt ausgerüstet? Schon die Fluorid-Dinger, nicht die anderen. Die hat er eh schon gemeistert. Ach, weil das ein Umbau die Varianten von irgendeinem so vorherigen Dolch ist. Wahrscheinlich von die fremdartigen Dolche, aber die schauen sau cool aus. Dass das so ein Material ist, das lila leuchtet, macht die Waffen übercool. Tunnel Hafenseite, immer in die andere Richtung. Na, ihr Losers. Lass den in Ruhe, ich will endlich hier raus, Alter. Ich bin schon viel zu lange in diesem blöden Tunnel. Schau. Und es ist sogar hier immer noch nicht vorbei. Mann, was für ein oberlanger, blöder Pimmeltunnel, Alter. Tunneltiefen. Ja, jetzt mal.
Always be on guard.
Aqua
verlatschen. Oh, da haben wir hier so ein...
Hey, Rogoro. Why did he call your storm howl a reject?
Well, you see, when blacksmiths make swords, they don't just make one at a time. They make a whole bunch. The best one of them all is the one that gets presented to the sword's commissioner, while the rest are tossed aside.
Huh. I didn't realize the standards were so high.
The head of my clan gets the real storm howl, and his siblings get the remainders.
So one is real, and the others are imitations?
I guess so. Shigure has the real one, and... yeah, guess that makes mine an imitation.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to imply...
Don't apologize. You got me to finally realize something. It might just be why I'm so hung up on beating him.
Oh.
And to Velvet, which Laphicet is real, and which is the imitation?
Oh. What are you saying? She means my name. It's the same as Velvet's brothers.
Huh? The one who went and got sacrificed by Artorias.
Surely you are mistaken. Our shepherd would never do such a thing.
But what else could make Velvet hate Artorias so much?
I don't...
So you have a truth, and Velvet has a truth. Now which is the real one, and which is the imitation?
Die Magilu, die mag's, wenn's Verwirrung stiften kann. Scheißdreck hier. Bin nie froh, wenn's endlich vorbei ist. Bang!
I challenge you! Come on, put up some fight, okay?
Ob jetzt innerhalb des Kampfes einziges Mal mein Ding hier gemacht? Die Himmelsklaue? Ja, einmal. Okay. Also es geht. Es fällt mir zwar nicht auf, wann ich es mache, aber es geht. Krass.
You and Shigure both use the Rangetsu style. But to me it looked like you both fight completely differently. Why is that?
Our school encompasses two distinct forms. To the outside world, we're known for fighting with a single greatsword. But we also study dual short swords should need arise.
So, Shigure uses the greatsword, and you use the short.
In most schools, wouldn't the secondary technique be used primarily in support of the first?
That's true for us as well. We learn the dual short swords to provide sparring partners for those studying the greatsword.
Then why would you handicap yourself against Lord Shigure? He's no mere swordsman.
As I'm painfully aware, Shigure is a true master. We trained together since we were small children. I was his sparring partner for 10 years. His skill with the greatsword is godlike. So, in order to beat him, I took up the short blades. To our school, it might be secondary, but it's what I know best.
You're badly disadvantaged in reach.
If I eliminate my fear, I have a chance. If I can control the terror of being split in half and I can step inside his guard, he'll have 2 times the trouble.
Eliminating fear, huh? A style for someone who's lost his humanity.
Right?
It's like you two brothers are the very swords you carry.
Huh?
Stormhowl, a godlike sword known to all as the strongest there ever was. Stormquell, burdened by the ceaseless struggle to best the other. One, an exorcist who walks in the light. One, a demon moving through the shadows. The only thing these two polar opposites want
Is to cut down the other.
Precisely!
Both are renowned blades. But I don't see what exorcists and demons have to do with it.
Ich muss sagen, das macht mir an Rokuro nochmal ein Stück sympathischer. Weil der versteht, was Ehre ist. Der versteht das. Die Gamer-Ehre. Wenn man gegeneinander kämpft. Und man weiß, irgendwas ist übel krass überpowered. Die sogenannte Meta. Und dann nimmt man diese überpowerte Scheiße nicht her. Die drecksverschissene Hurensohn-Meta. Sondern man nimmt was Schwächeres.
Here it comes! It's gonna get you!
Sorry to cut you down.
Stimmt, jetzt können sie mal erst. Ist ja ein bisschen was
Right then, let's
los.
finish this! Blade, here's true!
Its guardian was angry at it.
Hold on. You can read a guardian's heart?
Yeah, sort of.
Wo war ich eben? Achso, ja, genau. Und die mit Absicht die unterlegenere Waffennehmer ist halt einfach nur, das zockt nur viel cooler, dass man da an der Spast. Weil während er die scheiß verfluchte Meter hernimmt, weil er nichts drauf hat, fickt man dann mit was er als unterlegen erachtet hat. Und das ist die wahre Macht.
Well then, let's move on.
Das ist was die ganz viel Leute nie verstehen werden. Weil ganz viel Leute einfach nur übel schlecht sind. Richtige Schlechtis sind das.
I unleashed all my power. Maybe I overdid it.
Man kriegt ja einfach nicht das Zeug. Und wenn man es nur so viel probiert.
Scout.
Aber ja, das ist meine Einstellung. Abgesehen davon, Rokuro trainiert ja immer mit den 2 Dolche. Oder er fightet ja immer mit den 2 Schwerter. Mit den 2 Kurzschwerter. Auf jeden Fall ist der geübter. Oh. Oh, na kann jetzt Zitrone oder sowas. Wahnsinnig viel Geld hat es nicht ergeben. We need des Zauberers. So, erstmal aufwerten. So, eine zerlegen wir, und zwar die bessere hier. Da zerlegen wir alle. Für den Kampf gegen seinen Bruder will ich da die guten Dinger an. 103, 109, dann nimmst du das wieder. Die Schubwerte. Museum. Was aufwerten. Ja, das schaut ja gar nicht absichtlich volle Kanne noch nach Falle aus, oder? Das ist überhaupt gar nicht. Ah, geil, jetzt sind die Dinger alle wieder da. Aber groß farmen bringt ja nicht, oder? Weil so wahnsinnig viel an das nicht. Hast du jetzt auch nice Zeug? Schaut eher nicht danach aus.
There they are.
Which must mean they took out every one of the exorcists who went after them.
Hey, I told them not to bother. Now how did that sword of yours turn out? Fine, I'll find out for myself.
Rokuro, we can handle the exorcists. Go and find your victory.
Thanks.
All right, let's get down to business. Not bad. You better not die too quickly on me.
Kann ich hier irgendwie das auch wirklich schaffen? Dass sie die Kleinen angreifen? Wechsel ständig deine Ziele und richtig Chaos an. Wenn das macht, dann sollten sie erst einmal schön.
I want this to be fun! Come on, bro! Don't hold back! Shut up! Don't play games with me!
Who's next?
Ooh, those are some fine-looking swords you got there.
Take a good look, because they're going to cut you down.
Yeah, that's right. Get into it. Keep it up. I love it.
Raise your guard! 1, 2! 6! 1, 2! 6!
Okay, Bur, du gibst mir mal einen Allheilmittel dran.
I don't even need to dodge. It'll be the same every time. Rocket suit! Eagle!
Mann, Alter. Bin ich aus Versehen auf irgendeiner anderen Scheißtasten gekommen und hab hier anstatt einen Screenshot zu machen, das voll verkackt, oder?
Hey, you're not too shabby.
Was macht der für Scheiße?
What in the world?
I don't even need to dodge. It'll be the same every time.
Shameful defeat.
Alter, das ist ein Duell. Robot. Ja, aber so ein Scheißklappe.
Everyone attack!
Ich glaub, das wäre alles sauber.
Not bad at all. But I'm not done yet! You put up a good fight, I'll give you that. But you're a frickin' demon. Shouldn't you bring more to the table than pretty damn good Rangetsu style? You don't have what it takes to win against the rightful heir.
Don't count me out. Just yet. I've got something to show you! Take this! What?
Now that was clever! Giving up one of your own hands to go for my neck. If I was just a second slower, I'd be dead now. I like it. This is what I've been looking for. All right, let's call it good here. Listen up! If y'all want any hope of beating me, come find me once you're more skilled and better armed.
I'll cut take you down. No matter how many times I lose. No matter how many years it takes.
There we go. That's the face I'm looking for. So vicious. It's perfect.
What is wrong with him?
Shouldn't you be worrying more about your own skin? The entire Abbey knows by now that you're a traitor.
That guy, he was really strong.
Yeah, he was. They all are.
But we will beat him if we must. No matter what it takes.
The Von Eltius here.
Let's get going.
Please, take me with you. I'll make a sword that surpasses Stormhowl yet. I know I will. But for another blade to beat Stormhowl, its wielder must be a swordsman of unmatched skill.
Hey, Eisen. Got any room on this pile of wood scrap for a suit of armor?
If not, make someone wear it.
Works for me. You heard him, Kurogane.
Many thanks.
Okay, we're off to find Grimoire and decipher the book. You know where we're going, right, kiddo?
Yeah, we're headed for the Yseult archipelago in Southgand.
Southgand it is. Okay, also der Kampf gegen den war schon cool, der hat's gut drauf gehabt, der Typ. Ist voll mit Katzen hier.
This has always been my fight.
Yeah.
I'm not waiting.
Wenigstens unterscheiden sich die Dinge hier. Die Häfen schon gut voneinander.
Velvet's demon hand. It's such a mysterious weapon. I can only imagine how much of a threat it will become to the Abbey. This calls for a clear-headed breakdown of everything I know about it so far. It changes shape in a flash, and could devour most anything. How must that feel, to devour something with your hand like that? But it doesn't devour the bandages that cover it up. Maybe they're protected with some sort of special art? Likewise, the rest of her outfit can't be ignored. One would think she wouldn't want to wear such ragged clothing, yet she clearly has no inclination of buying something new. I suppose that could be taken to mean she has some sort of attachment to it. But that top is really big for her. Like it was made for a man. Maybe she wears that outfit in memory of someone important to her. I'd better not touch it then.
Ich liebe es,
I know I may not
wie
look
jeder
it,
denkt,
but I really am good at sewing.
sie...
Maybe I should
Jetzt
suggest
der
making
Rotz
new
ist.
clothes rather than
Und
outright
dann
replacing
doch
them.
nicht.
On the other hand, that fabric looks like it would be hard to push a needle through. I could be in over my head. But the tougher the fight, the more I get fired up. Of course, Lord Artorias would probably scold me if he heard me talking like that.
Who'd scold you for what now?
Oh, well, I was thinking about sewing. I mean, your clothes, they're all beat up, and I thought that if I offered to mend them for you, you'd probably scold me. Wouldn't you?
You'd mend my clothes? Have they been worrying you that much?
I mean, not like constantly or anything. It just crosses my mind from time to time.
Are you good at it?
Yes. I'm told I come across as awkward sometimes, but if nothing else, I'm good with my hands.
I see. All right, if I ever need it done, I'll come to you.
Good. Just leave it to me.
Are you feeling all right? You're really sweating. The heat and the cold doesn't bother me at all. But you're a human, so you need to take care of yourself. And if you keep soaking in your own sweat, you'll catch a cold. Besides, I don't imagine it feels that great. You should keep washing and bathing on your own schedule, like however you did before falling in with us. Just let me know and I'll make it work. Because the guys aren't considerate enough to stop and ask you if you need to.
Sure. All right. Thanks. That was a surprisingly normal thing for her to say. I probably shouldn't bother with her clothes for now. We girls have to be considerate of each other.
Ganz genau. Da, rund bin ich gewesen. Aha. Und sogar das hier. Warum heißt das Endgarn? Weil das am Ende der Welt ist. Das ist sowas wie das Australien von Dings, oder? Kann es sein? Schaut, dass wir von Endgarn mehr zum Singen hat. Als wir das ein bisschen Hafen. Sollte es hier bei denen sowas wie der Kultur geben? Habe ich leider keine Ahnung, wenn wir das rausfinden.
So, you guys made it. Whatever happened to that sword breaker?
He's been dealt with.
What are you doing here?
After everything you said to me, I had a change of heart. I quit banditry. Thank you.
I'm glad you listened to reason. What do you plan on doing from here on out?
I'm heading to the capital. I plan on opening a restaurant for bandit cuisine.
Bandit cuisine?
Yeah, you get your hands on all sorts of food as a bandit. You gotta use what you have, and still make a tasty meal. Like a wild mushroom omelet minus the eggs. Or highwayman stew. It's like a hunter's stew, but, you know, made by bandits.
That sounds somewhat improper, actually. But I'd still love to visit after you open.
Really? All right. I'll be an upright citizen in no time. Maybe even the kind of man you'd consider spending some time with.
Ja, ganz
I'm
bestimmt.
rooting for you.
Hey, were you actually listening to him?
Of course I was. It's wonderful he's turned over a new leaf.
Ehemaliger Bandit. Ob das Eleanors Dings sein kann? Aber gut. Die anderen waren Assassinen-Gilde und vorher Söldner. Also, das passt eigentlich nicht.
Hey, you there. That's one impressive sword you got.
You know a lot about swords?
I'm a novice swordsmith. Been at it for 20 years. Now, I'm finally able to make a blade worthy of the name.
20 years, and still just a novice?
It's a competitive world out there for a swordsmith, especially here on this island.
But I heard many swordsmiths have given up. There's less ore around nowadays, and swords don't work against the demons.
True, swords are useless against demons. Unless it's an exorcist that's using them. Kadnik's weaponry has always been prized in Midgant. The Abbey recognized our talents, and now, business is booming. All the smiths here are grateful to the Abbey. They're keeping all of us alive and fed.
Das ist hier die Schwertschmiede. Das heißt, wenn wir hier jeden Schwertschmied umbringen, der hier rumläuft, gehen dann die Waffen aus. Das kann der Ansatz sein. Also ich weiß ja nicht, ob das Zeug übel krass blau leicht, weil wenn schon, dann waren die Minen nämlich komplett voll mit dem Scheißdreck.
Did you need something?
No, not really.
Vielleicht mit
As you say.
Why aren't you training with 2 swords?
This is how I've always trained. 10,000 practice swings a day since I was a kid. I just wanted a single good swipe at Shigure. So I swung, and eventually just naturally got to this point.
That's incredible.
Not really. I need to be prepared to face Shigure at any moment. But I've been thinking I should up it to 100,000 swings.
100,000? Do you have any idea how much time that'll take?
Nah.
Even if you did 1 swing a second, you couldn't do that many in 1 day.
Oh? But 10 swings a second would do the trick.
Rokuro.
Even still, I know it would take more than 100,000 swings to be a match for Shigure. Not with 1 sword or with 2.
And you keep doing it, despite knowing it's pointless? That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to defeat an undefeatable adversary. The whole damned idea is daft, as you put it. All I can do is recognize the fact and give it my best shot.
Well, that's one way of looking at it.
If only I could figure out how to stay up all night and still feel rested. Now there's a challenge I can't beat.
You need to go to bed. A lack of sleep will get you killed faster than a lack of practice.
You're right. I'll do that.
Ja, sauber. Wenn er 100.000 Schläge pro Sekunde macht, dann kann er ganz schön viel machen da. Das kann er mal ausprobieren. Der Kratzer am Kinn ist für seiner Kratz? Okay. Okay, also ist klar. Das hier ist sowas wie das Australien von der Welt und also so bezeichne ich es zumindest. Und alle, die hier leben, oder die meisten, die wichtigsten sind Schwertschmiede.
Eisen! I thought you were supposed to be in Midgand! How did you end up here in Islegand? I thought I'd gotten used to you performing the impossible, but this time, I'm at a loss for words. We heard from the Bloodwings that the Abbey might have taken you guys out.
Not this time, but our luck won't last forever. Think of this as a dry run for when I really kick the bucket.
Aye, First Mate. More importantly, are you sure it's okay to bring an exorcist aboard?
I've got my eye on her. If she does anything funny, I'll handle it.
Got it! We'll be on our guard, too.
Oh. Den habe ich ganz übersehen. Ja, stimmt. Spinne, den Todesvorboten und hier den Schlingdrachen. Alle fertig gemacht. Algans war einst eine blühende Bergbaustadt. Kann ich das bei allen Sachen so durchbladdeln? Oh ja.
I gotta say, you guys look less like pirates and more like a circus troupe.
Ja, finde ich ja. Aber er mit seinem Vogel muss
Are
reden.
you alright with having demons on board, Benwick?
Not remotely an issue. If you're aboard this ship of misfits, you're a pirate. That's just our creed. At least, that's what the captain and the first mate always say.
Speaking of the captain, what's Eifried like?
Let's see. How do I put it? He's like if the sea were a person, and that person had a pointy beard.
Huh. A bearded sea?
Look, everybody on this ship is an outcast from society in some way. Despite that, Captain Eifried accepted us for who we are, and took us all on board.
So he's a kind man.
Well, would you say that the sea is kind? How would it feel to dive in with an open wound?
It would sting. A lot.
Quite so. Some days he's calm and steady, and others he rages. He can be shallow, deep, even a whirlpool.
Sounds like he's a little scary and hard to read.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to serve him. But that air of mystery keeps us around, and makes us want to take those jumps. At the end of the day, the dread pirate Van Eifried is one hell of a guy.
He sounds like Velvet in a lot of ways.
Wait, what? How so? I didn't describe him right at all, did I?
Benwick, we're changing course at once for Port Renede.
Sir? What's going on?
3 of our men have collapsed from the Corsair Scourge. They first showed symptoms 3 days ago. How are you holding up?
I'm still doing all right. But if this really started 3 days ago, that means we're all carrying it, doesn't it?
That's what I'm afraid of. But if we head straight to Port Renede, we should be able to get medicine there.
I'll check on everyone's condition.
Make sure everyone stays hydrated, including yourself, understand?
Sir, yes sir. All hands, assume emergency positions.
The crew's holding up well for a bunch of folks at death's door.
What do you mean? Is this Corsair Scourge fatal?
Quite. No one knows what causes it, but it starts with a high fever and ends up with the body falling apart like sand.
Like sand?
Once, there was a great band of pirates who ruled the seas, but the disease spread through their ships and killed every one of them. That's why it's called the Corsair Scourge.
Does that mean we've been infected as well?
You humans, for sure.
Only humans fall prey to the Corsair Scourge.
Then it could have gotten to you too. Right, Moggy Lou?
Oh, right. Alas, that my glorious saga should meet such an ignominious end!
I can't allow our vessel to die from this. If you start to feel ill, speak up.
I will.
All right, we'll all be helping out in the search. Everyone but Eleanor, that is.
Huh? Oh, why does she get to stay? I might be dying too, you know.
You're a witch. Magic yourself healthy. Now quit whining and get going.
Not even a witch is safe from the ravages of the Reaper's curse!
The Reaper's curse?
Jetzt bin ich genauso weit, wie ich mit dem Lars bin. Weil mir nie zuhören. Aber wir haben es ja schon einmal durchgespielt, also alles gut.
Okay, where's the herbalist? If I remember right, the Corsair's Scourge needs a particularly special medicine.
Yeah, it's a wildflower called Salatoma. Its juice can cure the Corsair's Scourge.
Doesn't sound too tricky.
Let's not relax until we have it in hand.
Right. Now let's get going.
Hold on a minute. Won't you just be spreading the disease if everyone wanders into town?
Surprisingly, no. For whatever reason, you can only catch it over the ocean waves. It's speculated it might have something to do with the salt in the air, or maybe the microbes in the seawater.
Nobody knows the cause for sure, but there are no recorded cases of people catching it on land.
I see. A strange affliction indeed.
We'll be back soon. You all remain on the ship.
All right. Good luck out there, sir.
We've got to hurry.
Das ist aber ganz schön die Fantasy-Krankheit.
Salatoma. Is this really going to be necessary?
What do you mean, Eleanor?
Oh, nothing. It's just, well, the herb is known to work well for fevers and the like, but it tastes bad. So bad. Some say it would even bring a demon to the brink of tears.
Maybe so. But better to drink it than to die, right?
Oh, I'm not worried. It just reminded me of stories from my childhood is all.
Take a...
This recipe looks real tasty.
Zwergenhacksteak Surprise. Woher das Fleisch stammt, ist ein Rätsel. Ja, wow, da hat ich ja richtig Bock drauf.
Scout
Das klingt
ships.
ja so geil und lecker.
That Rokuro, always telling all of us except Eleanor to work harder. Doesn't he realize that I'm a delicate maiden too? This is workplace discrimination. I should put him on a witch trial and burn him at the stake!
I don't think that's how witch trials work.
What's wrong, Eleanor? You look like you've got something on your mind.
I'm just trying to figure out what Rokuro was thinking. When I had Lord Shigure at the end of my spear, Rokuro threw his dagger right at my head. I thought I was dead for sure. I feel like I saw who he truly was, and it frightens me. But he and Lord Shigure are always trying to kill each other. I can't understand why he did what he did.
It might have something to do with his Bushido code.
What's Bushido? Is that like a sword fighter's code?
It's a way of thinking. Be loyal to your lord. Respect your parents. Protect the weak. And act with honor.
You're saying that he was following this Bushido code, and he was protecting me because I was weak?
He might have turned into a demon, but his memories and personality are still intact. I doubt his moral values have disappeared either.
Do you really think he believes in that Bushido stuff? Carving through his enemies with a cruel and unsparing sword! Slash! Pow! Shazam! That's the true nature of a Rangetsu man! I heard that when Velvet first met him, he immediately attacked her without any provocation. I'm sure you haven't already forgotten how he turned his swords on the kid in that fight against Kurogane.
I wouldn't read too much into what Magilu's saying. Rokuro lives for his sword, and that's just who he is.
But I don't think he's all that bad.
I thought you were the one who called him frightening.
I know I said he can be a scary person, but how do I put it? I do feel there's more to him than just wanting to cut people up. It's like he's more sensitive to other people's emotions than he might seem to be at first glance. A sword fighter has to sense his opponents on some level, right?
For a crazed demon, he's actually a nice guy. Is that it?
Maybe. I don't know. It's not like I know him well enough to claim any deep personal insight or anything.
You brought it up.
A bit ago, a manacled body got caught in my nets.
Manacled? A prisoner?
You too? Yesterday, my nets pulled up an arm. Manacles, even a brand on that one. I really can't take this anymore. I'm losing my appetite, and it's bad for my heart.
You said it. Judging by the tides, they would have to have come from that prison island. Is it really just a prison?
You think it's strange, too? I've suspected something about that place for a while now. They say the whole island is a prison, but if you ask me, I bet it's just an execution ground.
Or it's for experimenting on demons.
Experimenting? What do you mean?
Testing the demons' capabilities. That's why they need prisoners. Food for the monsters.
Not a bad theory.
Just kidding! There's no way the Abbey would do something that horrible, right?
You sure think of some crazy ideas. I bet all of this is the work of some vicious pirate gang.
Yeah, something like that.
That guy, he's pretty sharp.
Now that you mention it, I haven't seen any patrol ships around there recently. Used to be they'd chase you off if you got too close.
You know, you're right. If there are pirates about, it'll mean trouble unless the Abbey tightens up their patrols.
The best we can do is keep a wide berth of it for now. We wouldn't want pirates and demons sneaking up on us.
I think we'd notice if pirates or demons were around. No way they'd catch us unawares.
I can't tell if he's sharp or dull as a brick.
Ja. Wer weiß das schon?
Here I come! Make it... Next! Make it... That all you got? Shout! That all you got? That all you got? Next! Shout! Come on, really? Here I come! Make it... Come on, really? Here I come!
Noch viel mehr hier.
Make it... No mercy! Wounds I won't heal! Come on, really?
Ja, ja. Das war aber jetzt nicht so wahnsinnig krass viel mehr. Hey, was ist los? Ich meine, das Auseinanderbauen und wieder zusammenbauen von dem Zeug finde ich um einiges interessanter und besser ausgearbeiteter, als wir das Fusionieren in Hysteria. Obwohl hier auch RNG drin ist.
That's an interesting bridge.
This bridge has a bit of history to it. Port Renede was originally built here on this inlet. The water's deep enough for ships, but as you can see, it's a bit too narrow for a port. Large ships couldn't come close without a top-rate crew. So Port Renede was used almost exclusively by smaller ships.
What about the Von Eltia?
We're the best of the best. We came and went as we pleased.
So your point is you wanted to brag?
Hey, let me finish. The people wanted their town to grow, so they built an outer harbor for large ships, and this bridge to connect to it.
Uh-huh. So that's why the port and the town are separate.
But there's more. We secretly helped provide the funds and resources for them to build it.
So you are bragging.
And did this bridge bring prosperity to Port Renede?
No. The Abbey began regulating shipping and travel, right about the time the town finished building the outer port. If only the seas had remained free, Port Renede would have developed into a center for commerce and trade.
I suppose things don't always go as planned.
Then again, even if Port Renede became a bustling port, we still would have no trouble slipping in or out.
I'm not biting this time.
Ja, da ging's nur ums O-Game. Aber ist interessant zu wissen. Sehr interessant. Was? Ich bin schon voll mega drüber. Ich bin ja mega drüber, Alter. Ewig viel drüber.